How's it going, you sexy beast? Welcome back once again to another edition of Drath Gaming. Today is a Sunday, which means it's time for another Subscriber Sunday Q&A, which also means that by the time this video actually goes up, it's probably going to be like Monday morning because I'm terrible at my timing. And it takes like 3 hours to render this video. Yeah! So anyway, if you guys are curious, Subscriber Sunday Q&A, going to be answering some questions of you guys. But first of all, I want to talk a little bit about the channel. Got a list here and some of your questions. First off, my previous videos of the week had an awesome Hearthstone Druid comeback. You guys should totally check that out. Some C4 slap in the face live stream highlights. Hilariously badass. And surprisingly, I didn't die. Got the Planetside 2 Directives update, which was a big ol' thing. It was like 20 minutes in length. Took way too long to make that, but I covered just about everything in the patch, so you should go check that out if you're curious about what everything came out this past Tuesday. And the Guerrilla Infiltrator loadout. Some people asked about some more loadouts to run with, and there's one for the Infiltrator. Hope you enjoy. Also, another things I wanted to note about the channel is I want to be adding some more gameplay variety. I've been playing a bunch of games recently, but I haven't thought about adding them to the channel, partially because I feel like I'm more of a resource than a personality, and I kind of want to change that. I want to focus more so on the games themselves, instead of me just being like, here's a guide, here's some shit, do it in game, and you'll get better. Stuff like that. I still want to do those because I find it enjoyable to do, but only doing that has been kind of kicking my ass recently. Fanfic Friday challenges are awesome, but that's about the only other thing I've been doing. Which, with this variety, I've got a couple of games that I want to add to the channel in the future. Sorry for bumping my mic. But I also want you guys to add some in the description below, or the comment section rather, just to let me know what games you are looking forward to and what games you would like to see me cover. A couple things that would be Warlords of Draenor, the World of Warcraft expansion that'll be coming out soon. I've got my account started back up, playing it a little bit, getting ready for the expansion. I'm actually excited for it because it's like the first Warcraft theme expansion in a while. So that should be fun. Tom Clancy's The Division. It's a third-person, like Borderlands-esque game mixed with Rainbow Six Vegas. That's going to be awesome as shit, and I cannot wait to play that. Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I've been enjoying that recently. I suck balls at it, but I plan on doing some more live streams of the game, learning how to play it because I'm terrible at it, as I just stated, and also passing off some knowledge that I learn onto you guys who may also be freaking terrible at the game. Hopefully we can all get better at it. Evolve, whenever that comes out, that looks like fun. I think it's going to be Q1 of next year, 2015, and possibly some Dota 2. I also suck at Dota 2, and I don't know what type of videos I would like to do with that, so let me know. Also, would you like to see me stream Dota 2? Sure, whatever. Drop comments down below and let me know. Yay! So, as I stated, I kind of want to go more casual with the channel, be more friendly, be more of a personality, because live streaming has taught me that I enjoy the shit out of having fun with video games and talking to you guys about me having fun with video games. It's been a really enjoyable experience. Streaming overall has been awesome. I'm still relatively new to it, so I always have room to improve, but you guys have been making it thoroughly enjoyable thus far. Let's keep it up. So, on to some questions. We'll start off with Saxo Spiele. They say, Drath, what do you think about tactical real-time strategy games like Company of Heroes or Supreme Commander? Your vids are pretty sweet and funny. So's your face. Ho! Sweet and funny. Thank you. So, what do I think about RTS games like Company of Heroes or Supreme Commander? I don't really play them much anymore. I play Warcraft 3 and StarCraft 2 occasionally, but that's about it. I played the crap out of Supreme Commander back when it first came out. That was my jam. I sucked at it, but it was really fun. But when you state tactical RTSs like Company of Heroes, that's not really my jam. I've tried Company of Heroes before, as well as Warhammer 40k Dawn of War, which I think they're both practically the exact same game. Just because you make dudes, and then you put them in the green dots, and then you wait and kill the dudes who are in the yellow dots. That game just was not for me. I prefer Supreme Commander since you would have like 10,000 dudes just duking it out across the maps, and that was really fun. Supreme Commander 2 ruined the crap out of it because that was not nearly as fun, but Supreme Commander 1, great game. I'm sure Company of Heroes is too, but it's just not my cup of tea. So next up, XX Nightwalk 1 asks, what do you think of the upcoming game Eternal Crusade, the MMO TPS in the Warhammer 40k universe? Will you play it at launch or will you stay on PS2? Like the crap out of your vids, dude. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Nightwalk. And as for Eternal Crusade, I'm really, really iffy about it. Originally, I was like, oh, it's going to be a free-to-play game. I just hop in, kick some ass, and we'll be good to go. Which I think it is free-to-play if you play as, like, the orc knob boys, whatever it is. But then you pay $60, and then you make your dude, and then you can pay more $60 to make more dudes. I don't know. It seems really expensive to get into it and experience the entire game. I don't know. It's really, really, really cool idea because it's like Planetside 2, but, you know, Warhammer freaking 40k, which I'm sure everybody loves because Space Marines and the Orc dudes and the Eldar and the Tyrannid. Arachnid. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. The little alien dudes. If they do have that free-to-play element, which I think they do, I'll give it a shot, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be dropping $240 on that game just to experience everything about it. It's cool, but the marketing scheme they have for it, I'm not so sure. I like the fact that there's NPCs included, so it's a much, much, much bigger war than just Planetside 2. So I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not sure how much time or money I'll put into it to experience all of it. Next up, ichard Zhou asks Drath, why don't you use the HSNV scope? You know, I used to only use that freaking scope. Then everybody was like, Drath, all your videos are just green overlays. And I was like, you're damn right, I'll change that. So that's why. The HSNV scope is good for what it does. A lot of the competitive people primarily use that scope, but I myself, as I'm a content creator, or I like to pretend to be, people don't like watching the plus sign with the green overlay. They prefer to see the colors of the game and actual different reticle every once in a while. That's why I like to swap up my camo on my guns instead of just using one. I like to add some variety into it, which is why I don't use the HSNV scope ever. Like I just don't use it anymore. So there's my reasoning. People don't like to watch it, and whenever I'm playing the game, I'm typically recording or streaming, so people just don't like watching that green overlay. Next up, Lucas C states, hey Drath, what do you think of being able to damage specific parts on vehicles to reduce performance? A la wings, engines, turrets, camos, tracks, cannons, tracks, etc. And also kill the crew/passengers. Also, when the vehicle crashes or is destroyed, the wreckage stays on the field as cover until the facility population is 0. Keep up the good work, and thanks for accepting my friend request on NC Emerald. That last part gets you spammed with friend requests, just cut it out. Too bad, I already get spammed with friend requests, and I accept every single one. So, the specific damage areas is a really cool concept, which is why World of Tanks is really fun, and the recent Battlefield 4, and it's somewhat recent, the damage value, the damage models there are pretty cool. If you hit somebody in the tracks, you'll get a mobility damage, and they are either slowed or completely, like, vulnerable, unable to move. Immobile is a word that I'm trying to think of. So it would be really neat that there was positional damage, which I would actually prefer. It would make the tank battles much more enjoyable, say for hitting a tank in the tracks instead of just shooting them center mass. You're like, hey, they're getting away, shoot them, shoot out their tracks and jazz. And then they'd be like immobilized for 5 seconds or so. It would be neat, but I'm not entirely sure how well that they could do it. Also, as for your skeletons remaining on the battlefield, that would just destroy everybody's frame rate. That already was part of the game back in beta, and with all the dead vehicle husks remaining on the battlefield, people's frame rate would just chug down to nothing. So they took that out in lieu for people not playing at 10 FPS forever. So it's a pretty neat idea, but technology right now is just not up to par. Next up, Mr. Badass Moocast1 states, welcome back, dude. I know how you feel about wasting time on videos that don't work out finally. So here's my question. What was the worst moment in your YouTube career? I've got 2 of these. First and foremost, I used to do a lot of audio work with the lovely people over at Newgrounds. I would use their music and attribute them in my in the description area. And then one dude decided to make it his personal vendetta to destroy me because I used his song without asking. This is back when I was a noob. I've quit doing that. I've dropped everything that was copywritten, so I no longer pretty much use any music in my videos now unless I explicitly get the permission to do so from people. So that was pretty bad. I think I lost about 3 videos to that dude. I was like, oh shit, abandon ship, get rid of the videos, no evidence, ah! So that's pretty much why I don't do any Newgrounds audio work anymore. Some people were like, hey, I noticed you're using my song. Thank you for attributing me and giving me some popularity. This one dude was like, fuck you, Drathimus. And I was like, shit, dude, okay. Another one is I had a really popular video of mine ripped. They completely just ripped everything off, got rid of my intro and outro, so I never said my name in the video. And the dude was like, yeah, this is mine. I did this sweet-ass weapon review. It was really bad, because I don't think any of my stuff's good. But this dude is like, yeah, oh, here's my weapon review of this gun. Yeah! And I was like, can you take that down, please? That's me. I don't know. I'm not big on YouTube, and I haven't been doing it long enough to have a worst moment. Not like this dude comes out and is like, your channel's shut down, you dick. And I'm like, oh no! That hasn't happened yet, and I really hope it doesn't. And next up, Ruigi the player asks Drath, if you had to remove a class from Planetside 2, which one would you remove and why? Personally, I'd remove the Heavy Assault class, since being raffle-stomped by Heavy Assaults is not fun. I don't have a class I would take out. I mean, except Max's. But I think Max's should be retuned instead of removed. Adding or removing a class from Planetside 2 is just taking off that layer of depth. Like, if you take out Heavy Assaults, then it's just Combat Medics. That's all it would be. Combat Medics and maybe Fungineers take out the tanks, since there's no Heavy Assaults to do so. Every class has a role to play, which Light Assaults and Infiltrators have less of a role to play. But Heavy Assaults particularly have a strong one. They are the meat of the fight. I don't know. I think removing a class would do nothing but just, like, take away a layer of depth from the game and just possibly make it worse, which I'm sure nobody wants. And honestly, I would not make a new class, since there's plenty of classes to play right now, but add more depth per class, so people have more choice to either specialize their character in one way or the other, such as the Heavy Assault getting rid of their nanite mesh generator in lieu of something to overcharge their rocket launcher to deal more damage to tanks. Stuff like that. So you could fight a Heavy Assault that is primarily designed to destroy the shit out of tanks, but isn't so very good against fighting infantry. As you state, you hate being raffle-stomped by Heavy Assaults. It's not fun. I know that feeling, playing as Infiltrator a lot recently. I'll go toe-to-toe with the Heavy Assault. They hit their shield and immediately gain 700 more health over me, and I just lose. So, more variety would be fantabulous. And lastly, Cause King 555 asks, when will you add horns to your headset? If you are not curious, or if you are curious, I use this beautiful Razer headset. And when will I add horns to it? Whenever I am not stupid enough to craft something that amazing. I'll do a little bit of Googling, see if I can do some sick-ass customization on it. But until then, I just can't be horny. I'm sorry. So there you have it, you ladies and gentlemen. Answering a few questions for you guys. We're nearing about 15 minutes in length, so that is perfectly way too long for my particular video. So I love you all. Hope you all have a fantabulous night, evening, and week. I hope you're enjoying this new casual, just chilling by the fire Subscriber Sunday Q&A. If you are, let me know in the comment section below. If you're not and you want me to go back to more of a scripted out kind of deal where I just write everything down, you don't even see my face, you just see video games and questions pop up, let me know. I would always take your criticism into consideration if I could speak. I love you all so very much. If you liked the video, give it a big ass thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. Let me know what I can improve upon. If you'd like to see more videos like these, go ahead and click that sexy ass subscribe button. It's totally free. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Sleep well, kick some ass, and I will see you next time. Peace.